Hi guys, welcome to Puny God Gaming. My name's Adam, and welcome to the first episode of the Crisis Report. This is going to be basically tournament reports from the Crisis days that I attend. So this is the night before the Crisis day, and I'm just going to go through my roster with you guys so you know what I'm taking. So I'm going to start this video on Tabletop Simulator just because it's easier for me to show you all the cards and stuff without trying to hold the camera and all the cards at the same time. So I'm going to be playing Asgard as my main affiliation. So obviously the four Asgardians, and I will be taking the Mind Gem as part of my roster. So that's going to be my main five. For the other 5 slots, I've decided not to go for another affiliation and just go with some guys that I like to slot into the Asgard. So if you watch my review on the TTS League, you see that I like to play MODOK with Asgard. Obviously, MODOK is one of the best characters in the game. He's really strong, so I like to slot him in. And then I feel when you're building a roster, you always need to put a 2-pointer in. So my 2-pointer, I've gone for Rocket. For me, I don't like Okoye for the 2-pointers, so it's between Rocket, Nebula, and 2-point Widow. I tend to like Rocket because he can just sit on that back objective and shoot all day, which is quite good for Asgard because Valkyrie wants to go forward and hit stuff. You want to get Thor in the mix. You want to get Loki in the mix as well, really, so he can start getting that God of Mischief on. You don't really want him sitting back. Hela can sit back. She's got a nice range 4 Mystic attack, so you can have her sitting back. Maybe like if you get Infinity Formulas and you hit, so you can get 2 sitting back and the rest of the guys going forward. So that's why I choose Rocket as my 2-pointer over Black Widow or Nebula, because it's quite a go forward list. The other 3 guys, I like Iron Man in Avengers because of the Invincible Iron Man special rule, and again the sit back and shoot. So say if we got the I don't know, one of the missions, and instead of wanted to add in a 2-point character, I wanted to add in a 3, or maybe I could drop the gem and add in Iron Man instead. He's really good where you can heal him up with the Asgard leadership and then the Invincible Iron Man special rule. And then for my other 2, I've taken Zemo and Dr. Octopus. I want to try Doc Ock out again. I haven't used him for a long time. I know Spider Foes are coming out, so I haven't really been using him since the core box came out and we were doing, the initial games when we only had the original 10. He's sort of taken a bit of a back seat along with Spider-Man, so I thought I'd try and get him on the table and get used to him a little bit, waiting for Spider Foes, which I'm really excited about. And Zemo, I just like Zemo. He can do a lot of stuff. I like being able to attack and then move after on the Steel Rush. But I don't think he's probably going to see the table in this tournament. Like I say, I'm going to be playing Asgard, and you've got to pick 10 basically, and there's not enough Asgardians, so Zemo's in there just as a filler. As far as my tactic cards are concerned, like I say, I'm going to be playing Asgard, so Sibling Rivalry, Odin's Blessing are a must. Odin's Blessing is fantastic. If anyone doesn't know, it's spend 3 power, and you only take 1 damage. So if you get a big big hit and it's going to take your character out, you can spend three power and just take 1 damage instead of all that damage. Really useful. Sibling Rivalry is the Get Help card, as it's known as, and that is Thor and Loki spend 1 each, and you throw Loki into somebody. He doesn't take collision damage, and they get 2 fewer dice on their dodge roll and stuff as staggered. So obviously staggered's really strong, and then 2 less dice is good as well. So if you can manage to hit someone that's got a low physical defense, someone like a MODOK or a Rocket, because they're only rocking 2 physical defense, that means they don't get any defense dice, and you get 3 auto hits on and staggered. So yeah, really strong against people that are against weak at physical. Now the other 2 cards, which are pretty much going to see the table every turn: Drop Off, Brace for Impact. Drop Off, if anybody doesn't know what it does, you need a character with flight, and they need to be within 2 of another allied character. You spend 1 each, and then you basically carry that character with you. You get to drop him off within 1, and then they get to make a 0 cost attack. So obviously Thor is my character with flight. So there's a couple of plays you can do with that. So you can either just take Valkyrie up if someone's in range, and then you get your attack with Valkyrie, and then she doesn't have to spend an action moving. So in her next turn, if she stays alive, it's going to get 2 attacks there. Or you can play it with Loki and then use the Sibling Rivalry as well. So you can drop him off if you've got the power, that is. So you need 1 each for drop off and then 1 each for Sibling Rivalry. But because they're Asgardians, they're getting 2 a turn anyway. And then if you've got the Mind Gem, you've got 3 on Loki. So yeah, some really strong plays there. Drop Off, everybody takes it, it's really good. The other card that everybody takes is Brace for Impact. It's just that spend 1 power each for the characters that are getting collision damage, and they do not suffer damage. I think you'll see this pretty much on every table. It's a really popular card because it's really good. You know, if Thor decides to throw a size 4 building at you and you're taking 5 auto hits, you spend a power, and they all go away, which is brilliant. So they're the 4 cards I'm going to be taking basically every game. For my other 4, I've picked Patch Up, Disarm, Aim Lackeys, and Doomed Prophecy. Patch Up. I'm taking Patch Up because I don't have Medpack physically. I haven't got that set that the Medpack comes in yet. So I think Medpack's better than Patch Up. But Patch Up's the one I've got, so that's the one I will be bringing along. Aim Lackeys, obviously when I'm going to be running MODOK, I'm going to shoehorn MODOK into the list and get an extra move action. So MODOK spends 3 and another allied character gets to move an extra move action that turn. I really like this because it's got no range on it, so MODOK could be over here and you want to play it on Thor, who's right the other side of the table, and that's still fine. It's really good on Thor actually. It's good on all of them. So yeah, just an extra move action can come in really handy. Disarm. I like this card, quite situational. 2 allied characters within 3 and they may spend 1 each. The enemy character rolls 2 fewer dice on all attacks this round to a minimum of 1. And Doom Prophecy is more of a bit of a fun card. This is a narrative event, so I thought I'd just put this in, and I quite like it on Doc Ock, so I'm going to try and get Doc Ock Doomed Prophecy off in one game, hopefully. So Doomed Prophecy is you spend 3 and then you you can't roll defense, but you add your physical defense to your dice. So Doc Ock being 4 physical defense, and then having the flurry of arms. So if you get a couple of wild and then they count as 2, you can get a really big hit on someone one turn. Then obviously you have no physical defense. So it's not the best tournament card, but it's a bit of fun, and I'm going to try and get it off at least once, hopefully. So that's my my character cards and my tactic cards. Now, with this being a narrative event, it's slightly different rules, and rather than picking your 3 extracts and your 3 secures, it's set missions. So I've got the missions here. So game 1 is going to be scrolls and deadly meteors. So this helps with planning lists a little bit. So scrolls and meteors are both 17. So your first game is going to be 17 points, which is the Asgardians there. So I'm probably going to take Asgard in the first list. They're good at meteors, and scrolls is actually quite a nice combination because you have to spend a power to interact with both. So they're along the middle, they can all get there, and can interact with the scroll and the meteor with each character, which is really good. Because most people will have to choose which one. Do they want to search for the scroll, or do they want to interact with the meteor there? So in this event, the guy Norbert who's running it has added some extra little special rules. So on the first mission, a character controlling the scroll takes 1 damage during the cleanup phase if they are also contesting an origin bomb. So that's potentially can happen, but I don't think it's going to happen a lot, because if you get the scroll, you're probably going to be running away with it. But you're going to have some decisions to make there. If you still want to contest the bomb, or you want to run off with the scroll, depending on what points you need. For the second game, we're having panic grips as evacuation efforts continue. So that's the one with the 4 citizens that you can spend 6 to burn them, and gamma waves. So it's either going to be a 19 or a 15. So again, this helps with planning your lists and what you're going to do. You can sort of pre-plan what you're going to play. I don't know how much thought people will put into it, or whether people will just decide on the day. I think I've decided for game 1, and then for the rest of the games I'm just going to sort of play it by ear and see what I feel like on the day, and see what the opposition rosters are obviously coming in at. The special rule for round 2 is a player controlling 1 or more citizens within the distance 2 of the shelter gains 1 extra VP. So if the citizens are in the 4 corners, obviously Gamma Shelter goes up the middle. So if you grab your citizen and you get to the Gamma Shelter in the middle, you're going to score an extra victory point. That's really cool. The third mission, we have got Wakandan Herbs and Riot Spark over Extremis. It's going to be a tough one. This is going to be a real strange combination, these two. So Riot Spark over Extremis are on map D, which is the diamond, so you can have your 4 secures in the diamond pattern, and then the herbs sort of in the corners where you have to like capture the flag style, so you grab it and run across. Yeah, if we go for 15 points, so obviously whoever gets priority is going to pick the point level. I think it's going to be really difficult to challenge for the herbs and hold multiple secure objectives at the same time. So interesting to see how that one's going to play out. I think it could be quite low scoring on that one. That might be like quite a long game, like a six turner, bit of a slog. Unless someone's got a one of these sneaky plans how to score it on the first turn. So watch out for that. The special rule for that one is if a player scoring on their vessel, if a player is scoring on their vessel, one of their non-dazed vessel contesting characters may also remove 1 damage. So you can remove 1 damage from the extremists anyway, and then if you're scoring your vessel, you can remove another damage. So lots of ways to heal yourself on that one, which is pretty cool. And then for the last game, we've got Fear Grips World as Worthy Terrorizes City, so Hammers, as it's more commonly known. Again, that's in the D shape, so the diamond. And then we've got Infinity Formula Goes Missing, which is the square shape, map B. So this is quite a common combination. People really like hammers and people really like Infinity Formula because you can sort of hit up the two sides. You can split your force and then run sort of basically a left team and a right team and go that way, and then hammers gives you extra dice, so that's always cool. Again, works really well with Asgard. All of them really like hammers. Like if you can get a couple hammers on Loki and get your beams off is really cool. If you get a hammer on Hela and then spending your soul tokens, her amount of dice can stack up really quickly, and Thor gets a lot of dice anyway. So if you get a couple of hammers on Thor and then you're doing like 8 dice strikes and stuff with a wild throw. So All My Guys obviously is the one that comes in the Asgard pack. So Asgardians love a hammer, who would have thought? Okay, what's the special rule for this one? So if a character is holding one or more hammer and also contesting a serum canister, they pay 1 less power than specified by the crisis card when using a team tactic card. Okay, so the hammers, they give you the extra dice in the attack, but they make you pay 1 more for your tactics cards. So this is basically saying that if you are also on the serum canister, you don't pay that 1 extras. So that's it, guys. So I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to get the train up to London, and we'll see some actual real models and tables in a minute. And what I'm basically going to try and do is I'm going to show you guys deployment and then do a little synopsis at the end. I'm not going to film obviously every game because that would be too much. So yeah, we're just going to do a little bit at the start, a little bit at the end. I'll show you the tables and the models and talk through any sort of significant moments that happen in the game. So I'll see you tomorrow. So before we get into the day's events tomorrow, please subscribe, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already. I'd really like to get up to 100 subscribers. I know that's not very much in YouTube's terms, but it would be cool for me to get to 100. So if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed yet, please just hit that subscription button for me. Okay, so here we are with some of the tables. I'll show you guys, we've got some X-Wing maps and one here. And across, we've got more of a whole table set up there. So we're just waiting for first round pairings, and then I think we're good to go. So it's going to be 6 tables in total all set up. It's table number 5, cool donuts there, and then last one over here. Not sure how this one's going to work, but it'll be interesting. So I'll be back with when we've got the pairings and we're about to start. Okay guys, so here we are with the first game. I've chosen Valkyrie, Hela, Thor and Loki with the Mind Gem. And my cards are Sibling Rivalry, Brace, Odin's Blessing, Drop Off, Patch Up. My opponent Rob, he's gone for a very similar list. So he's looking at Thor, Loki, Hela, but no Mind Gem, and taking Cap instead. And cards are very similar here as well. So he's also got Drop Off, Sibling Rivalry, Odin's Blessing, Field Dressing, and Med Pack. I went through the missions earlier, so this is the Scroll and Origin Bomb. So 2 C maps, and we'll be back at the end to let you know how it goes. Cheers guys. Okay, so here we are at the end of the game. We have run out of time, so the 90 minutes rounds, and we just got called dice down. It is 6-12 to Rob. This is the board at the end, so this is Rob's cap. I've got my 4 Asgardians still alive and kicking over here, and then he's got his Thor and Loki over there. Yeah, I think it was starting to swing in my favour, but we've run out of time, and it's about getting points. So yeah, that's it. A first game loss, and be on to the next one. How do you feel that went?
It was a good start, but then everything just started falling apart.
Yeah, you started really strongly, didn't you? Like getting all the bombs and the scrolls. Yeah, a lot of.
I guess that's kind of like got me in the league, which is helped me win. But I think if the game went on any longer, you definitely would have got back in there, maybe tabled me.
Yeah, potentially. It was looking that way because they've all flipped, haven't they?
Everyone's flipped.
I would have had some psychic attacks against Cap and Thor, which they both don't like.
You still had all 4 guys left, which means all the attacks are going in. So.
Yeah, I would have four Asgardians, so
very scary.
Yeah, but not to beat today. So we'll be back with round 2. Okay guys, here we are for the second game. We're playing Gamma Waves and Citizens. I've gone for Loki with the Mind Gem. Thor, Hela and MODOK is my 19 points, and it looks like I'm going to be up against Black Widow, Iron Man, Corvus Glaives, Thor and Captain America. Yeah, so it's 19 points, and there's an extra rule on this one. So these are the missions. So a player controlling 1 or more citizens and within distance 2 of the shelter gains an extra victory point. Okay, alright guys, so we'll see you at the end of the game for a bit of a synopsis. Okay guys, here we are at the end. We managed to take the victory 16-10 there. I was on 7 points, and I just managed to score 9 on the last round. So I've got, oh sorry, fingers. Two from Hela here, 3 from Loki at the back. I've got 3 citizens on my cards, and because of this we've got a special rule. So if you're holding the citizens, you get an extra victory point if you're also contesting a gamma shelter. So yeah, I thought it was a really good game. How did you feel?
Good job. Yeah,
good.
That was a big, massive turn.
Yeah, it was. It really swung it. Yeah, it's.
Well played.
I think MODOK was the key. MODOK did his business and really smashed it.
Was big. Like,
yeah,
getting injured on the second turn really.
Yeah. So Cap was in the middle here doing what Cap does, and I managed to daze him turn 1 and then kill him turn 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was pretty big. And then yeah, MODOK just doing what he does really. So that's it. Thanks for the game, buddy.
Good job.
And on to the next one. So here we are, game 3 guys. We are playing Wakanda Herbs and Extremis Consoles. I'm playing Pat, who many of you heard his voice before, but that's what he's looked like. So I've gone for MODOK, Loki, no gem,
Iron Man and Dr. Octopus. So I've gone for a 2-2 split. Bravely hiding behind the building here. And Pat is playing Black Order. So we've got the big purple giant himself, Corvus and Proxima. I've got priority. So we'll be back at the end and let you guys know how it goes. Okay guys, so here we are at the end of the game. It's a very odd game. So we've got Thanos and Proxima left, and Loki and Iron Man over there. Everybody else is dead. Nobody got the Wakandan herb, so my one is still over here. Pat's one is over here. So you can see they didn't get anywhere close to scoring those. The final score is 8-9 to me on turn 6. Very close. Odd game. What did you make of that, Pat?
Yeah, very weird. It's with so few points to score and so few models. We had several turns where we only scored like 1 point each, but it was very fun. Very fun,
yeah. I enjoyed it. It was, like I say, it was just an odd game. It was really bizarre. Very low scoring. Some big turns sometimes, but also turns where very little happened. We had one turn where Thanos moved from here to here and back to here. And that was it. That's all he did.
Sad times for Mad Titan.
Yeah. But Loki seems to be a bit of a good counter to Thanos.
Yeah, he can use his mind gem off and pudding.
Yeah, so that really helped. And obviously MODOK does what MODOK does and hit people, and that was about it. Unfortunately, I didn't get to do my Dune Prophecy on Doc Ock that I was planning because he got taken out just before. But that's it, guys. Bye. Hey guys, so that's it. I'm done for the day. Unfortunately, I couldn't stay for the last round. I've got to get off, so that's 3 games in for me today. Just want to say thank you to Norbert who ran the event. It was brilliant, well run, real community spirit. Everyone bringing terrain to help out. Some of the boards were looking lovely. Some of the paint jobs were really good. Putting my own stuff to shame. I need to get a bit better at painting. So yeah, that's done. 2 wins, 1 loss, and first of all, three really fun, enjoyable games. But I'm done for the day now, and about to get the train home. So until next time, guys. Cheers. Bye.
So this now is the morning after the event, and thought I'd do a little review on my list. So I only managed to get to play 3 games out of the 4 because I had to leave, unfortunately. So out of the 3 games, I won 2, lost 1, and I feel I would have won the first one if I was more aware of the time and what was going on. But probably just a bit too relaxed on my point there. Obviously I'm not that fussed. It was just a narrative day, so it was all about having fun, and I did really have fun, and I think that's what this game's about. But still like to look back and review the list. So yeah, still really love Asgard. They are awesome. I love their leadership ability. I love the fact that I get 2 power each turn. The only thing they're lacking is more options. And if anybody's been watching the Gen Con releases or previews this weekend, they would have seen Angela been spoiled, who I'm really excited about. She's an Asgardian, I believe. So yeah, really excited to get her into the roster, just to add another affiliated Asgardian in there. So I didn't end up using Rocket or Zemo at all, and then only used these 2 in my last game against Pat because I just wanted to try something different, and it worked out okay. But yeah, still loving Asgard. I should really think about having another affiliation, but I don't want to. I think having the Asgard, and so that's 5 slots already. With Angela, it's going to be 6, and then just having four dudes that really complement them. Tactics cards wise, yeah, I think these are the best ones. Sibling Rivalry, Odin's Blessing, playing Asgard, so you might as well have the strong Asgard cards. Drop Off and Brace come in useful every game. Again, I'll probably switch out Patch Up for Medpack, and then hopefully wait in for Angela and hopefully get some decent tactics cards with her that will do something a little bit different. So I think I already said goodbye yesterday in the previous clip, but I'll say it again. Goodbye, guys. Thanks for watching, and hit subscribe if you haven't. And hopefully I'll be back next week with more battle reports, and I'll be going to as many Crisis Days that I can. If you want me to do anything else, drop it in the comments below. Like if you want to see more from the event, I know it's only very quick clips, like a minute at the front and a minute at the end. So if you want to see more detail, maybe in between rounds or something, I can look at, or anything. So if you think any way to improve, hit it in the comments, and I'll see you next time, guys. Thanks a lot. Bye.